A more fundamental point I want to make, though, is that there is this kind of narrative out there that you've got these mean-spirited, particularly Republican governors who are on the warpath against teachers. And I just think I think that is just an enormously problematic reading of what these folks have said. You know, what Scott Walker said this winter was, he said, we're broke, it's about time somebody stood up and told the truth. He said, I have great respect for the more than 300,000 state and local government employees who work here in the state of Wisconsin. They're good, decent, hardworking people. They're professionals, blah, blah. A Wisconsin State Senator, Leah Vukmer, said, from our perspective, it's about money. The state of Wisconsin is broke. We're out of that negotiating ability. We don't have anything to give anyone more. Governor Christie said last fall, we have to get realistic in telling people the truth. Nobody wanted the teachers laid off. Not me, not the school board, not the teachers union. So I would argue that this does not sound to me like demagoguery. I mean, I think Stephen Brill is another question. But these elected leaders, I think, have actually been quite measured. And in response, if you think back to Wisconsin 6 months ago, Wisconsin was compared to pre-Nazi Germany. Walker was compared to Hitler and Mubarak. The Speaker of the Wisconsin State House, Fitzgerald, was threatened with an email. We have all planned to assault you by arriving at your house and putting a nice little bullet in your head. However, this isn't enough, it went on. Senator Kapanke, who had nails scattered on his driveway and his windshield broken, received an email. We will hunt you down. We will slit your throats. We will drink your blood. I will have your decapitated head on a pike in the Madison Town Square. This is your last warning. There were thousands of these reported to the Wisconsin state government and collected and investigated. So, you know, the notion that somehow it was those pushing to roll back collective bargaining were somehow using vitriol or on the warpath, and that their opponents were somehow being measured and responsible is, to me at least, I think, a misreading of the dialogue.
Randy?
So, look, I agree with you, Rick, that any time that I'm very concerned about the demagoguery. And in fact, years ago, you know, I got in big trouble when I said that educators have a right of freedom of speech, but we also have a responsibility in terms of how we use it. And you know that, you know, and I got in big trouble for saying that by lots of people who said, you know, you should just protect the freedom of speech. Our Wisconsin Federation also got these kind of death threats. When I've seen people put up signs like comparing a public figure to Hitler, I denounce that. I think that's wrong. I think that we have to be really careful about what the origins of fascism are, and we have to be really careful in terms of protecting our democracy.